As the world grapples with COVID-19, scientists are already looking to the next pandemic. We know that bats harbor a number of nasty diseases, COVID-19, but also Ebola and SARS and Nipah. Several small outbreaks have already occurred in Bangladesh, India, and Malaysia. The Nipah virus is so dangerous because the death rate for Nipah ranges from 40 up to 75% and there is no treatment. The disease's long incubation period, reportedly as long as 45 days in one case, means there's ample opportunity for an infected host, unaware that they are even ill, to spread it. It can infect a wide range of animals, making the possibility of it spreading even more likely. And it can be caught either through direct contact or by eating contaminated food. It is quite possible that the next pandemic will originate in Asia, as the continent has a high number of emerging infectious diseases. Growing human populations and increasing contact between people and wild animals in these regions are risk factors. The examples of close proximity are endless. You can observe fruit bats in markets in Thailand or Cambodia, schools and tourist locations like Angkor Wat. In a normal year, Angkor Wat hosts 2.6 million visitors. That's 2.6 million opportunities for Nipah virus to jump from bats to humans annually in just one location. Avoiding bats may have been simple at one point in history, but as our population expands, humans are changing the planet and destroying wild habitats. Doing so is driving up the spread of disease. The spread of pathogens and risk of transmission accelerate with land use changes such as deforestation, urbanization, and agricultural intensification. 60% of the world's population already lives in Asia, and rapid urbanization is still taking place. Meanwhile, Asia is home to nearly 15% of the world's tropical forests, but the region is also a deforestation hotspot. The continent ranks among the highest in the world for biodiversity loss. Much of it is due to the destruction of forests into plantations for products like palm oil, but also to create residential areas and space for livestock. The destruction of bad habitats has caused Nipah infections in the past. In 1998, a Nipah virus outbreak in Malaysia killed more than 100 people. Researchers concluded that forest fires and local drought had dislodged the bats from their natural habitat and forced them towards fruit trees. Under stress, fruit bats have shown to shed more viruses. Fruit bats tend to live in thick forest regions with lots of fruit trees for them to feed on. When their natural habitat is destroyed, they find new solutions, like the roof of a house, and defecate and urinate and possibly transmit diseases. The bats that are traveling up to 100 kilometers a night are doing so because their natural habitat no longer exists. So any virus they carry can spread quickly. Should we just eradicate bats? Not unless we want to make things much worse. Bats play hugely important ecological roles. They pollinate more than 500 plant species. They also help to keep insects in check, playing a hugely important role in disease control in humans by, for example, reducing malaria by eating mosquitoes. They play a hugely important role in human health. But any opportunity for bats and humans to get near to one another is a high-risk interface. The daily exposure might allow the virus to mutate and become more infectious, which might cause a pandemic. Finally, each year, the World Health Organization reviews a large list of pathogens that could cause a public health emergency. They focus on those that pose the greatest risk to human health, those that have the highest epidemic potential, and those for which there are no vaccines. Nipah virus is in their top 10.